Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to another Hometowns Trivia League match here in week 3 as we round out the divisional rounds of the front half, or the front, I guess, third, or whatever you want to call it, of the season. Here we have two 1-1 teams, if my memory serves. Pretty sure Bear Essentials is 1-1. I know that Southwest is, but whatever their records are, that's their records. They'll be facing off today with, all the glory on the line. We'll introduce them based on vibes. We were talking about vibes beforehand. So the vibes for Bear Essentials is the bear himself.
Hello.
The vibes for Southwest Hairlines is Ethan. And then we have Viver and Steph and Benji and Margaret. And then last but not least, oh no!
No. Oh my god.
It's supposed to. For those of you watching this episode, you have no idea what just happened. You've experienced this though. If you're watching this, because you're probably a player, all of our pictures got jumbled up, and now we're gonna slowly fix it. Maybe I'll edit this out. Maybe I won't.
No, leave it in. You are now one of his elite employees.
Screaming.
Did I fix it? Yeah, there we go. Amazing. All right, let's play some trivia today. Bear Essentials will go first in every question or every round, and then Southwest will get the second one. All right, let's do this. Our first category today. Let's start off hot. Celebrity mashup.
Oh god. I always forget to study celebrities.
I am always
study.
There are so many of them.
All right, anyone going to use anything?
No.
Sure.
All right, let's get right to it. To Bear Essentials, you'll have 30 seconds. Here is your celebrity mashup.
So that's Tom Cruise and Liza Minnelli?
Yeah, that sounds right. That hair is Liza Minnelli.
That's Tom Cruise.
It's just lock in Tom Cruise and Liza Minnelli.
Tom Cruise and Liza Minnelli. Locked in.
That is correct. Good job.
Nice. Good job.
All right, to hold serve early on, over to Southwest Hairlines. Here's your celebrity mashup.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, so that's Harry Styles and Jane Lynch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, okay, Harry Styles, Jane Lynch, final answer.
Correct. And we start off perfect with the always so intimidating celebrity mashup. And we head to
so much better than last week.
Yeah, well.
These were kind of easy this time. I'm impressed.
Impressed with us giving you easy ones?
Yeah, because who the fuck was, like, whatever her name was last time?
Yeah, truly.
I don't even remember. What's her name?
All right, science.
I do think that we've been good at science, I'm not gonna lie. And if we're like thinking about doubling, even if it's early, I feel like science has been kind of our vibe, but I don't want to pressure yet.
I'm open to it.
I'm okay either way.
Let's do it. Let's play bold. We're gonna use our doubler.
Alrighty. Southwest, anything for you?
I feel like we've been good at science, but I don't want to fall into the trap of this suddenly being a science question that is just.
Yeah, I think we wait for the category that you feel better about that one.
Yeah.
All right, so nothing for Southwest. We'll start with Bear Essentials. This will be worth 2 points to whoever can get this question right. Here it is. According to Sigmund Freud's psychoanalytic theory, the human psyche is composed of 3 elements: the ego, the superego, and this.
The id.
The id? Yeah.
All right. Id, final answer.
That is 2 points to Bear Essentials. Very good. Good call, Viver. To push
Look at me having a great gut read.
All right, to Southwest Hairlines for 1 point. According to the Kubler-Ross model of grief, what stage of grief comes between anger and depression?
I know what they are, but I don't know the order, so I don't want to list them all.
15 seconds.
I'm feeling bargaining. That's what I'm feeling.
That's what I was okay.
Or is
I think that's better than the other two.
Yeah, I'll say bargaining final answer.
That is correct. Good job.
Oh, okay.
Is bargaining. All right, we go to category 3, which is music.
Lovely.
I think we're good
All right.
there.
Silence tells me everything. 2 bare essentials. Name the album that contains the following songs: Work, Love on the Brain, and Needed Me.
Auntie?
That's Rihanna,
Yep.
right?
Anti,
Yeah.
final answer.
That is correct. Good job.
Great album.
Great album. And now over to Southwest Hairlines. Your album contains the songs Swish Swish, Chain to the Rhythm, and Bon Appetit.
Oh. Yeah. I know the album, but I don't remember what it was called. Do you guys have any idea what?
15 seconds.
No, I don't know the name.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
I don't know. I got nothing.
All right, that's going to give you 15 seconds to steal.
Witness.
Is it in prison or okay?
It's
Wow,
another
y'all
one.
are
I think it's
better.
Witness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Witness, final answer.
It is Witness. Good steal by Bare Essentials there. And we go to round 4 with score 5-2, and we go to movies.
Do you want to double?
Yeah, we'll double this one.
All right, Southwest will double here. Bare Essentials, any extra time? Nope.
Uh,
All right, here is your question. From which horror movie is this screenshot from?
Oh Lord.
Is that Saw?
It looks like a saw trap.
It's one of the saws, but which one?
I would just say the original. I don't know one
It
through
looks
whatever.
older, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
15 seconds.
Let's lock in. Let's do Saw. We're gonna lock in Saw.
The original one is what you're locking in?
OG.
That is incorrect. 15 seconds to steal.
Ethan.
It is a Saw movie, but it is Saw 6. Final answer.
It is Saw 6. Good steal from Southwest. All right, now for 2 points. I think this would give you the lead. Here is your movie with your screenshot. Name the horror movie from this screenshot.
Oh, come on.
Oh. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that. Did I just say it?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's Final Destination 5. Final answer.
That is correct.
Oh, I
Good
wish
job.
y'all had swapped those.
Category number 5 is trivia math.
How interesting.
Isn't it now?
All
All right, any extra time for anybody?
Do we want extra time or no?
Oh. Nah, I think we're good. Alright, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, nothing for no one. Here it is to Bare Essentials. You'll have 30 seconds to give me the number on the solid yellow ball in billiards plus the number of vowels in the capital city of Canada.
Do y'all know what the yellow ball is?
I do not. Bear, do you know?
I do not. I want to say it might be. I actually don't know. I want to
15
say
seconds.
3, but I say it with no confidence.
All right.
Let's just lock in 6 as the final answer then.
Okay, let's do it. 6, final answer.
That is incorrect. 15 seconds to steal.
You guys know what the ball is? Because
No.
5 seconds.
Because I feel like it might be 1.
Need an answer.
Okay, go for it.
It's
Sure.
5.
Sorry, I lost you again. What'd you say?
Okay, 5. Final answer.
That is incorrect. You did have the ball right. The ball is 1. We're looking for 4.
Oh.
Ball is 1, then 3 vowels in the capital city of Canada. All right, over to Southwest.
Fucking billiard.
The number of vowels in the capital city of Spain times the number of points earned if the cornhole bag goes through the hole.
6. 2 times 3.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
Madrid, right?
Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah, the
what the
cornhole one's
cornhole was.
right.
Okay, so then
I think
so
cornhole's 3.
okay, let's say 6. Final answer.
That is correct. I think your microphone got worse, but that's okay.
Oh my god! What the hell?
It's just crackly.
It's very crackly.
Uh,
Maybe go back and don't and ignore me because I at least could understand you before.
okay, jeez.
I hope I didn't cook this for us, Jack, because I'm like, what are they gonna ask?
We are to the niche category round. 2 points on the line. No thingy-majiggies can be used. Bare Essentials went with HTML/CSS. So here we go.
Do it.
Within CSS, a declaration is made up of what 2 components?
Like,
Is it just property and value, or are there fancier names?
15 seconds.
I think so, yeah.
Attribute value, because you're declaring it for that property.
Property
That's
and
it.
value sounds correct.
Property value or attribute value?
5 seconds.
CSS property and value.
Okay,
Main
we'll do
answer.
CSS property and value. Final answer.
You just talked and talked and talked, and I thought you were gonna get it wrong, but you did get it. It is property and value.
Oh god.
Good job.
We want the airtime.
Yeah. All right. Southwest Hairlines went with a movie that I've never seen and I've been wanting to watch. I know, like, it's killing me. I've been telling my wife we need to watch it, but she's like, we need to wait to watch it with Franklin. I'm like, let's just watch it so I can pay attention and not have to watch Franklin. Anyway, the movie is Ratatouille, and here is your question. What is the name of Linguini's bistro that he owns at the end of the movie?
Oh, this is La Ratatouille, I think.
Yeah.
Sandy Devin.
L-E, Ratatouille.
Le
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
La.
La Ratatouille. Final answer.
Yeah.
This
All
is a
right,
close one.
It is a close one. We have a good game going so far. I'm gonna reluctantly make everyone big as we go to the bonus round of closest to. So you'll need your pen and paper. Be playing to 3 points. Here, first to 3 will earn the 2. Captains will decide who goes each round until everyone has gone, and then anyone can go. Jack and Ethan, who's going to represent you in the first question?
I can go first.
I'll go first.
Do Captain
Yeah.
Battle, please.
Two elephant
Captain
teeth.
battle to start it off. Jack versus Ethan. Here is your question. In 2024, how many pounds of avocados did Iceland produce and export? In 2024, how many pounds of avocados did Iceland produce and export?
What?
All righty. Both guys are ready. All right, let's see it. What does that say, Ethan? I can't quite read it.
20,000.
20,000 to 35,000.
That's 36.
36,000. Don't worry, it doesn't matter. The correct answer, got a little cheeky here. The correct answer is 0. So Ethan,
I was like, it doesn't make sense, but it has to make sense because it's a
I
question.
was like, this is going to be a
That was
basketball
evil.
version of the elephant
Evil.
tooth question. I put 2 for that. I'm like, oh.
not gonna lie, Ethan, I have no idea what you just said.
The elephant
I think
teeth.
it's my internet and not my microphone, I'll be honest.
That's fine. Who's going in?
And
Who's
that's why
going in
we do
question number
local
2?
recording.
I know.
Yes, thank God.
Go ahead,
Who's it gonna be? Sorry.
I'll go.
Benji.
Benji and
Stephanie,
who?
you can go.
Okay.
Benji and Stephanie. Question 2. How many milligrams of caffeine are in a standard 16-ounce Grande Starbucks Pike Place roast? How many milligrams of caffeine are in a standard 16-ounce grande Starbucks Pike Place roast?
Say that 5 times
Benji
fast.
looks like he's all right. Both are locked in. Let's see it. 385
Ooh.
and 160 for Steph. Did I read that right, Steph?
Yeah.
160. Okay. The correct answer is 310. So Benji is pretty close to there. And that's a lot of caffeine, isn't it?
Dang, it's more than Duncan.
So we are tied up going into the third question, which will be Margaret and Viver. Here is your question. On a standard Rubik's Cube, how many squares are colored with a secondary color? On a standard Rubik's Cube, how many squares are colored with a secondary color? All right, you both look ready, so let's see it. Or maybe.
Oh
not.
fuck, no.
Okay. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I wrote the number.
Wait, hold
wrong.
on. Let Viver
Oh,
get
sorry.
his. It's okay. He wasn't looking.
I also didn't do the math right.
Okay. I think
All right,
now I'm
let's
ready.
see. All right, go ahead.
Oh fuck.
Okay, wait, I messed up again. I
You
did
say-
36.
What is that?
38.
38. Viver, what does it say?
27.
27.
27.
Okay, the correct answer is 18. So Viver is closer.
That's what I had, and then I thought I did 6. I think I thought I did the 6.
No, at first I had 9,
It's
and then
just-
as I was turning it up again, I'm like, wait a second, I think white is a color too.
It's 9 orange and 9 green for 18 total. All right. All right, captains, anyone can go.
I feel like going again for some reason.
Yeah,
If
so
that's
you're-
fine.
I'll go.
All right, Viver's
I'll
gonna go
go.
again.
Feeling this.
And Ethan. So Ethan and Viver will go here. If Viver wins this point, they'll win the bonus round. If not, we'll play another one unless Ethan can get it right on the nose, and then they'll win. Here is the question. How many letters are in the Russian alphabet? How many letters are in the Russian alphabet? All right, let's see. 30 and 31. It's close. The correct answer is 33. And Ethan keeps it alive. So we'll go to one final question. Once again, anyone can go. Who's it going to be?
I can take
You
it.
know what? I've gotten 2
It's all
off.
yours.
Benji wants it.
I'll go. I'll try to finish this out.
All right. So Ethan and Benji here in the final, potentially final question of the bonus round. The question is, how many territories are there on a standard risk board? How many territories are there on a standard risk board? All right, let's reveal them. Benji said 42. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
And Ethan said 60. Someone got it right on the nose, and it is 42. Benji got it right, and he will win the bonus round for Bear
Well
Essentials.
done, Benji.
I haven't played that game in over a decade.
All right, we still got a great game going here, 9-8 as we go into the second half of
Oh my
the
God,
game.
shit.
Oh no, let's put everyone back for real. Please go back to the places you were in. Yes, you did. All right, next category is reality television.
Play.
Would anyone like extra time?
I think we just need it.
All right, let's get right to it then. Bear Essentials, here is your question in reality TV. This reality television show on the Game Show Network features a cast of competing body painters, host Rebecca Romaine and Judge RuPaul, among others.
This is Skin Wars.
Yeah.
Skin Wars final answer?
That is correct. Good job. Over to Southwest Hairlines. Your question is, this reality TV show on Sci-Fi features a cast of competing prosthetic makeup artists, host Mackenzie Westmore and Judge Glenn Hetrick, among others.
I should know this.
Yeah, I've definitely seen ads for
Yeah.
it like a long time ago.
I think it's something weird, like I think it might be something like Face Off or something. I don't like just a generic.
10 seconds.
I would support them.
Okay, we'll say Face Off. Final answer.
Ethan, you were really good at pulling answers out of nowhere. That is correct. It is Face Off.
Oh my god.
Good job. All right,
This is a
category.
game.
This is a great game. Category 8 is sports.
Oh, my favorite.
Oh, love.
They're always a toss-up. No, Josh liked it. Josh liked the joke.
Yeah, I did. All right. No one's using anything. To Bear Essentials, here is your sports question. Backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly, or freestyle in a standard 4-swimmer medley, which stroke is swam third?
I feel like it's breaststroke. Because I think you end with freestyle, and you start with
15 seconds.
because you do like a flip in and then butterfly.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, let's do breaststroke. Final answer.
That is incorrect. 15 seconds of steal.
I think they do end with freestyle.
They do. I'm like, do they start with butterfly? Or
5
that-
seconds.
I think they start with back.
Okay, maybe
Okay,
butterfly's answer then.
Final
Final answer.
It is the butterfly, and that's a good steal. All right, over to Southwest Hairlines. Here is your question. Balance beam, uneven bars, pommel horse, or vault in artistic gymnastics, which event is performed by both men and women?
Vault.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, pommel horse is just men, uneven is women, and balance beam is just
Are you
women.
sure uneven bars isn't men?
That's what I was
Yes.
reading.
15 seconds.
I think they only have one bar.
Oh,
Oh yeah, okay. Vault, final answer.
Vault is correct. Good job.
Fox Sports. Always in Trevor.
I always see Twitter videos of men on the bars, but I guess there was only one bar. Yeah.
Are they the ones where they like put
Twitter
their
videos.
Throw the thing out, yeah.
Yeah, that's the ones I see too.
All right, heading into round 9, both teams have their extra time and their double dip still available. And here is the category, which will be just the rest of television. Any extra time needed? Sounds like a no. All right, to Bear Essentials, here is your question. Name the TV show based on one of its taglines. She wouldn't even harm a fly.
Huh? Is that a cartoon?
I have no idea what this is.
15 seconds. 10 seconds.
I don't know. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Okay, we'll do Grim Adventures. Final answer.
That is incorrect. 15 seconds to steal.
No clue.
Like a kid show, maybe? Like,
It almost feels like, I don't know, it feels
5
it
seconds.
feels like I want to say iZombie for some reason.
Need an answer
Just go
right
for
now.
it.
Whatever you
iZombie
want.
final answer.
No, this is Bates Motel.
Oh. Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, I know.
Couldn't tell you.
Tagline from the-
Did Lee write this question again?
Kathy Bates running around.
No, I think we're finally.
No, this
Yeah, we're finally
is
at a Carl match. Yeah.
no. This is this is the line that gets uttered at the end of
Yeah.
Psycho, and Bates Motel follows Norman Bates.
Oh,
We should have done that.
Thanks,
Damn
Carl.
it.
Over to Southwest Airlines. Name the TV show based on one of its taglines. Hell hath no fury like the family.
What? The
15 seconds.
family.
Just guess one of the family titled shows.
10 seconds.
Let's say Animal Kingdom. Final answer.
That is incorrect. 15 seconds to steal it.
All right, I'm thinking Supernatural, Adam's Family.
Adam's Family was kind of what I was thinking, sort of, but that might be
5
too...
seconds.
Let's do that. Adam's Family, final answer?
That is incorrect. The family you do not want to mess with. The Sopranos.
Jesus. Oh my god.
All right. Round 11, once again, we still have a close game. Both teams have 2 power-ups still to
I
use.
feel so uneducated.
And this is literature. Nothing for nobody. Going once, going twice. Bare Essentials, here is your question. In 1932, the 1932 kidnapping and murder of Charles Lindbergh's 20-month-old baby inspired an element of which Agatha Christie novel?
What the fuck?
I only
Do
know
any of you know any Agatha Christie novel?
I know 2, so I'm thinking this might be a good double dip and just say them both.
Yeah.
15 seconds.
Okay, we're gonna double dip here, and we're gonna start with "And Then There Were None,"
That is incorrect. 10 more seconds.
and then we're gonna try "Death on the Nile."
That is also incorrect. 15 seconds to steal.
She wrote. Did she do Murder on the Orient Express, or that's
No,
not her?
I think that's her.
5 seconds.
Let's just say Murder
don't
on
think
the
so.
Orient Express. Final answer.
That is her, and that is correct.
Damn.
A big steal here with the ball going into Southwest Court with this question. The Salem witch trials and McCarthyism, the 1940s and 50s political repression and persecution of left-wing individuals in the U.S. government together inspired what Arthur Miller play?
Yeah.
Crucible.
The Crucible. Final answer.
That is correct. It is The Crucible.
I love high school.
And going into our last 2 rounds, the score is 13-10. So it's still close, but it is slipping a little bit. Here is category 11, which is wordplay.
Oh, we're gonna miss that.
Do we want extra
Anyone?
time just to use it or no? Or do you
Like,
want to?
extra time would be good here. Yeah, let's use we'll use extra time.
Yeah, we'll use ours too. We'll use ours too, because rather now than.
All right, so both teams will get 45 seconds for wordplay. Here it is to Bare Essentials. Name the 2 words that are anagrams of one another: an adult female horse and 500 sheets of paper.
Mare and Reem.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Marin Reem, final answer.
That is exactly what it is. That is a big point for you guys. Now over to Southwest. Hairlines. Name the 2 words that are anagrams of one another: a female relative and a sushi staple.
Oven tuna.
Ant tuna. Final answer.
That is correct. And we go to the final round of the game. And what's the score? It's out of reach, unfortunately, with only 2 points left for grabs, but the point differential can matter down the line. So here it is to Bare Essentials. You have no power up, so just try and get it right. This type of cheese, similar to brie, is a soft, bloomy rind cow's milk cheese from Normandy, known for its creamy texture, buttery flavor, and earthy mushroom notes.
Is it Camembert?
That sounds right.
We'll go Camembert. Final answer.
That is correct. Good job.
It's a bare essential.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and Bare Essentials. And finally, to Southwest Hairlines, here is your cheese that is a hard Swiss cheese made from unpasteurized cow's milk and known for its nutty and slightly sweet flavor. It's a classic cheese choice for fondue.
We should just double dip anyways because we have it.
Yeah. Y'all know cheeses?
No.
15 seconds.
Gouda.
We'll double dip. We'll start with Gouda.
Okay. That is
Okay,
incorrect.
and then we'll go with Monterey Jack.
You double dipped on the fondue question. That is not lost on me. And you were wrong in both cases. 15 seconds to steal.
Hear me out. Gruyere.
I was thinking Gruyere.
Yeah.
Let's do Gruyere. Final answer.
on the final question of the game, Viver climbs up the leaderboard a little bit with the correct answer of Gruyere, and that
I'll
is
take the 1 point
Uh,
difference.
Yeah, we'll take any point.
Sopranos was
A-
in the back of my mind. Damn it.
a 1 point loss, and I'm gonna tell Bear Essentials why they lost in just a moment as we end the stream because I'm so mad at them for not doing something.